Hey, what's going on, people of the interwebs? This is Pete with Backdraft Barbecue, and I'm going to show you how to make a very classic appetizer on the Big Green Egg, Atomic Buffalo Turds. Stick around. So, very common appetizer on the Big Green Egg, Jalapeño Poppers. They call them ABTs for short of Atomic Buffalo Turds. I don't know whoever came up with that name. It's kind of ridiculous. But basically, you're going to take a jalapeno, you're going to stuff it with some ingredients, and you're going to wrap it in bacon, and then you're going to cook it on the BGE. How do you do it? Very easy to do. Probably one of the easier appetizers. A little time consuming, but so worth the effort. First thing you can do is you're going to take a jalapeno and you're going to cut the stem off. Okay? And throw that over for the chickens. Then you're going to decore it, and you just take a knife and basically, almost like sharpening a pencil, being very, very careful not to break the outside of the skin, you're going to open it up and spread it out. And what you're going to want to do is check inside to make sure there's no seeds. Now, you can have seeds in there if you're a real man, but a fully packed jalapeno full of seeds is not a super pleasant experience for anyone involved. But what you're going to want to do is core this out because we're going to actually fill this. Now, what are we going to fill it with? There's a lot of different things you can use. Ricotta is one thing some people use, but I prefer cream cheese. You're going to want to leave the cream cheese out, let it soften up, and you're going to want to put it in a bowl and mix it with some cheddar cheese shreds. What I'm going to do is take a bowl, take cream cheese, and you got to let the cream cheese soften up. Come to daddy. Next, we're going to take a package of the sharp cheddar cheese or pepper jack, but I like the sharp cheddar better in this recipe. Hey, stop eating my ingredients. Now here's where some of the recipes differ, but I'm going to show you why I like this method better. We're going to take our seasoning rub, thoughtfully provided by Code 3 Spices. My favorite one, Backdraft Barbecue Rub, because it is sweet and smoky with a little bit of heat. We're going to put about 2 teaspoons of that in there, plus a skosh. Now we've got this right here. We're going to mix this up nice and good. And I forgot my mixing spoon, so I guess we'll just use my hands. Next thing you're going to need is a freezer bag. So we're going to take a freezer bag and use this as a piping bag. Now that you have this in a bag, you want to close it, but you need to make sure you get all the air out, like so. And then you're going to cut off the tip of the bag, just like that. So once you have all that filling done in the piping bag, you're going to squeeze it in there, and this is what you're going to end up with. Now, it's pretty important to try to get the larger jalapenos because what this allows you to do is pack them easier. When you get small ones like this, it's very difficult. There's just not a lot of room to mess around with anything. All right, once we've got a few of these done here, what we're going to do is we're going to take our regular bacon, not the thick stuff because it doesn't wrap as easy in my opinion. We're going to take some toothpicks and have those at the ready. And we're going to just take a piece of bacon. Now, you're going to want to gauge your size of your bacon because if you overlap this too much, these take too long to cook. So typically, a half a piece of bacon will actually do pretty good. But there's one thing I like to do on the very top of the jalapeno. I like to take the bacon and layer it over. This piece is not going to work. There we go. We'll get the part that has nothing in there. I like to take the piece of bacon and wrap it over the top and then wrap it around, as that will keep the filling from coming out. And you're going to want to make sure this is pretty tight on the jalapeno itself. This piece of bacon is horrible. Then we take a toothpick and we stick it down all the way through, holding that and securing it on the other end. We got a few more here. We'll just go ahead and do those really quick. All right, now let's put the ABTs on the Big Green Egg. What we've done is we've set this up for indirect cooking. I want to aim for a temperature of about 300. That's going to cook the bacon good. Between 3 and 350 indirect will get that bacon nice and crispy. My grill badger. Now a little trick I like to do is once I put them on the egg, I'll dust them on the egg with the plates that are in place, because what happens is the leftovers, the little giblets fall down on there and they smoke up and cook up and part of the flavor, and it's wicked good.
Give us some.
All right, it's now time to take...
Wicked good stuff.
That's Papa Barbecue. We let him out of the nursing home today so he could make a special appearance. All right, so now we're gonna try to see what our ABTs are looking like. Again, it's been about 35 minutes. You want the bacon to get a little crispy. Let's take a look. Oh yeah. So handle with care, they're delicate and they do come apart. You want to take them off and let them cool down just a little bit, and that cheese will kind of like solidify, and man, I'll tell you, it is amazing. Okay, so here's what they look like when they're done. You're gonna burn yourself, and that's what you get if you burn yourself.
Too bad, they're really good.
Nice. All right, happy little trees. If you like these, let me know down in the comments. They're very easy to make. An excellent appetizer for any game or any dinner for real. We're gonna take some of these ribs off and we're gonna serve them with it. Till next time, be safe.